Just breathing your day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean, in the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle a flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean, in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean, in the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning from me and my mean smirk, and happy Independence Day. I hope everybody has a beautiful day and spends it very meaningful, whatever that looks like to you. I know my day is going to be a parade, and I think we're going somewhere to watch fireworks, so I'm kind of excited about that. I like seeing fireworks in the sky. They're very, very pretty. Very pretty. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Free the People. Hello, Lori. Hello, Derpy Derpface. Hello, Nick. Pink Stars. Joe. Hello. Hello. Fashionable. Good to see you. Okay, so Foodie was missing, but she's been replying to comments basically. So after her weird live stream the other day, I think they were going to Salah's family's house, is what they were saying. The connection was shitty. I think the live was what? I can't exactly remember, somewhere between 11 to 14 minutes, right? It ended very weirdly. It cut off and she never came back. She was quiet all of yesterday. So people were looking into the area that she was. It was a very, very unsafe area. That is what I will say. There was a lot of people worried about her, a lot of people saying, fuck worrying about her. This is what she gets, you know? She asked for it. She waddled her way into a war zone. So there was a lot of talk as like, was she kidnapped? Is she dead? Is she this? Is she that? She's replying to comments somehow. So if she's dead, I guess it's her ghost doing it. But she says she's settling in. So we have a lot of foodie beauty gossip to go over on Twitter. We have a lot of clips. I am in the best mood ever. Let me tell you. Okay, so I had to take a whole Ativan before I went to go get an MRI yesterday. Just because I do not do well between the noises right in your fucking ear, and no, the plugs that they give you to put in, they do not work. I'm sorry, maybe a little bit, but no, they do not. Anyways, in the tight ass space, and then I make the mistake of opening my eyes just to see how tight of a space it really is because I love to torture myself. Anyways, I'm saying this to say that I don't do well in these damn machines. So I talked to my doctor. and he gave me basically Ativan for these appointments, right? So I took one, and boy, I lived the life of somebody without anxiety and ADHD. I'm a little bit jealous of you people out there with a quiet brain. There was not a lot going on up there. It was just all quiet. It was quiet, and it gave me a reset, and I feel so rested. I was very, very happy when the concert came back on in my head, though. Let me tell you, I did kind of miss that. Um, just to give you a little glimpse of what it's like inside my brain, there's a nonstop concert from the time I wake up to the time my sleeping pill knocks me out at night. There's just a nonstop concert. Um, and while sometimes I wish I had a break just from the noise, I had a little break yesterday. I did. And I lived the life. But I was happy when the music came back. Anyways, I feel refreshed, rejuvenated. I feel well rested. Woohoo! The sky is the limit. Anyways, I'm also in a very yappy mood. I never have much going on in my brain. Yeah, see, I think that's what people assume about me, but my brain is one big ball of chaos. Like 1 minute Fallout Boy is on stage doing those, like, I don't know what you want to call it, the airplane with their guitars. If you've ever seen them play, you know what I'm talking about. And then like the gambler can come on, or Johnny Cash, and then suddenly NWA comes on. I don't know. It's a variety. It's one nonstop party. That's what happens in my brain. Must have been nice. Yeah, I never have much going on. Okay. Hi, Eric. Hello, hello. Okay. So happy 4th, all you beautiful people. Glad I got to hang out with you all at least once today. Yes, I missed you guys yesterday. I did. So we couldn't, even though Foodie hasn't done anything really, like we couldn't go another day without hanging out. I figure there's people just starting out their morning like me, and they just want to talk some shit and laugh a little bit. So I have a variety of things for you over on Twitter. Let me see. All right. I really just need to show you Portos really fast, okay? Really fast. So this is my happiest place on earth. After my appointment, I went there, and can I just show you how beautiful it is? Is this not the most beautiful sight in the world? Probably not to you if you've never had it. Oh, the crazy lines are so worth it, let me tell you. It's my version of paradise. I was the creepy person taking these random ass photos, but I needed you guys to see. I think when people think of Portos, they think it's like McDonald's or Taco Bell, but it's like a whole ass mall in there, right? There's a bakery, there's the kitchen, there's the cafe, there's this other side where you can order food and soups, and it's like, it's huge. It really is huge. Anyways, I am kind of kicking my ass that I didn't get this one dessert. So I'm gonna have to go back for it. I mean, look at these. I'm too scared to try this. I think this is a mango mousse. I don't know. It looks beautiful, but my brain tells me that I won't like it in my mouth. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. Anyways, let's keep going. Good morning, Mrs. C. I'm taking you on a tour to Porto's. Okay, it was this ube eclair, and it had little flowers on it that I'm assuming are edible too. I'm really upset that I didn't get it. I don't know, it's too pretty to even eat. Let me see if I have a better picture of it. Oh, and Wrinkly Wiener, happy 4th of July! Happy 4th to all Americans. I know not everyone here is American. Yes, happy 4th. It's going to be an amazing day. I can feel it. I could just feel it. Look at this. This is going to be my wedding cake one day, just so you know. This giant fruit tart. It's right here. In fact, I want it stacked. Like, I want 5 stacks of it. That is going to be it. I don't know if anybody actually cares about this, but this is my happy place. They have a coffee bar. I'm sorry to the people that are in my photo. This is all I really care about. This is like heaven on earth, heaven in my mouth. I will never get sick of this dessert ever. I love it when the dragon fruit is on it. Love it. This is my basic bitch sandwich. But I really just love their bread. I swear it has crack in it or something. There's something they do to their bread that is like no other bread. I just get the feta sandwich with no tomatoes because I don't know. Sometimes tomatoes good on things, but like on a sandwich, it's just soggy to me and it grosses me out. Just said if they detained Lumpy, they absolutely threw her back. Nobody wants to keep the desert sand whale. That all looks so good. Look how pretty this is. It definitely looks like you have to share it. I mean, Foodie would get like six of these and eat them all to herself. I would probably get this for me and my daughter to split. It looks very effing sweet. Like very sweet. Anyways, this is Porto's, and if you guys are ever in California, please go there. Please go show them some love. I mean, it's a whole vibe. Foodie talks about Syria being a vibe. The second you walk up to the place, they have such fun music playing. You want to dance your way into the place, order all the baked goods. Like, oh no, everybody's happy in there. Well, unless they're waiting for their food in this one really long line. Those people don't look so happy, but everybody eating is happy. Everybody's happy for the most part. Okay? Okay, now we can go into the foodie talk. She's not dead, not kidnapped. She's responding to comments. But I think I told you guys already. She was missing. Everybody was worried. Buttered Crumpet says, so has anybody heard from Chantal? She did a 12-minute shaking live on the road in her new home country, Syria. Her MIA hits differently now. Yikes, squirrel. Yikes. Yeah, like I said the other day, I feel like one day she's just going to stop uploading and we'll just know. We'll just know. What did old Wrinkly Wiener say? I'm off work today for the first time in years. Enjoy your day. Live it up. Don't even get out of bed today, to be honest. Lori said she tried. Oh, really? Okay, hold on one second, you guys. Let me make sure I even monetized this. I hope I did. Do, 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 do. Don't mind me. Thank you, Lori, though, for thinking of me. Okay, it says the monetization is on. I have no clue, but thank you for the thought is beautiful, and I appreciate you. You super chat me enough. I don't know why it didn't go through. Yep, I'm still monetized. Oh no, no clue. All right, thank you though. Thank you for the person who let me know. All right, let's go back to Twitter because I'm gonna be all distracted now. I tried to super chat but couldn't. Lori, I'm sorry. That's weird. She's still missing, I think. Well, she replied to comments. Okay, so, anyways, people were yapping about how dangerous her area is. Anya Huckleberry said, info for anyone interested in Foodie Beauty's goofiness. They were driving. Oh, test super chat. Thank you for the people. Thank you, thank you. It worked. Lori, try the mango mousse. Okay, I will try it for you. And I will take pictures and I will let you know how it is. Thank you so much for the super chat. I think I have to. It looks delicious. I'm just like, the texture is kind of like making me nervous, but it's probably going to be good. All right, so they were driving south on the M5 toward areas that are known for signal jamming. That's a very hostile area slash route that he would have likely only been driving to because he has connections, family, or bad intentions. Unless he's that stupid. Hear that, cutie? You're in a place that jams comms in dangerous places. A streaming foreigner is not welcome. And these mofos use SIGINT to track you? This dumb broad is rolling up toward military checkpoints with a hot stream from a foreign device. You are playing with fire. All I know is that Tropical Storm Chantal is developing off the coast of Florida. Oh my God, what a fitting name. That's terrifying though, because you know that's going to be massive. Everybody stay safe. It's so fitting, yet it's terrifying, right? Hey, Jim comes to disable drones. You saw that for the people? Holy shit. Anyways, you couldn't pay me to be where Foodie Beauty is. Peach looks said so the live cut off after 11 minutes yesterday while she was traveling, and she's not been heard from since. Kidnap bees already? Maybe they're using her phone to reply to comments. Maybe they are. Maybe it's not really Foodie Beauty, and then they're going to demand a ransom for her. But what they're going to find out is nobody's going to pay it. Nobody. I really wish I had this today. I really wish I did. Will the Porto gods please show up to my doorstep? Okay, nobody send me shit. Like, even if you're trying to be nice, please don't. I could honestly drive my happy ass there with somebody. And go. I could get there somehow. But God, I wish I had this. Anyways, let's keep going. Point of view. Your Salah's penis when Mum arrives in Syria. Oh my God. No wonder why it stays small. Would you trust that going down on you? I would be so worried she would be hungry and bite it off. She would think it was like a Twinkie or something. I don't know. I would not trust her garbage disposal mouth near my private anything, let me tell you. I would not. Okay, I have the worst vision going on or image, mental image happening in my brain. And I really want it to go away. But for some reason I'm going to the comments. I am going to the comments. Blue Angel said she looks like the lady in Misery. She does. Oh my God. I'm never gonna unsee that. Yeah, it looks like everybody's just as traumatized. This person said, I don't like you very much anymore. Cowboy Dog said, you sound like a disloyal hater. You're officially my Missy Moo. Amy said the poor name called Bean can't even run away. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, oh just I hate the internet sometimes. Sophie said that POV is diabolical. Not okay. She would mistake it for food. Oh, imagine waking up to that face. Uh, from 7 hours ago. Oh, what is that? Hold on, let me. Uh, Israeli special forces operate near Damascus via helicopter landings. 3 helicopters landed at the site, which once belonged to the Republican Guard Division under Bashar al-Assad's regime. Hold on, I'm reading. Reports claim that Israeli forces entered the village 30 kilometers west of Damascus and near the Lebanese border, which included 3 armed vehicles. Yikes. This is one of those moments again. I'm really glad to be where I am. I am. As someone who's been in a war zone, I can promise Foodie has no clue what she's gotten herself into. Ugh, I think it's beyond what we can even comprehend, right? Like somewhere I wouldn't want to be. And if someone loved you, they wouldn't ask you to go there. Like that's what really hits me hard too. Like this man, Foodie, you may think he loves you. If he cared about you at all, he would have never had you go there. Or if you just showed up, which I kind of believe that's impossible. I don't think you were invited, but he had to have known you were coming. Like he should have sent you home immediately. He obviously doesn't care if you live, right? Isn't that sad to you? Julie said, I hate you. Teen. That's lovely. Sorry, I had to get back to laughing. I had to. Oh, oh gosh. Okay, well, that's enough of this thread. I'm leaving. Uh-oh. Fernanda, what fireworks are going off at 7:15 a.m. and at what part? And if they're going off, it's probably not the crowd I want to be around at 7:15 in the morning. I don't know what time it is for you, but my child is still in bed. I have the rest of the day. It's 7:16 to be exact. I have the rest of the day to go to a parade, to swim, to watch fireworks. I can do everything. I can do everything. Which is why I'm doing an early morning stream. So I'm sorry that you're neglecting your family to come yap at me, but mine's still asleep. Anyways, enjoy your day. Meowing for treats said it's 8:30 p.m. in Syria right now. Where in the world is Foodie Beauty? I think this was before we had heard from her. Still in Syria, flying back to Canada, flying to another country. I She still could be flying back to Canada. I don't know. Let's just pick one to see what it says. Still in Syria, people think. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think she'll willingly leave. The only guy who's willing to claim her is there. She's not going to leave alive, anyways, if at all. Scarletter said things my brain had protected itself that Foodie Beauty has said. Oh, how this aged poorly and became another reason why we did dislike you. Fernanda, get fucked. It's Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty's the only person who thinks at 7 o'clock in the morning all the mothers are already at the park. It's summer. Most kids are sleeping in. I don't know what to. Foodie isn't a mom. She doesn't get it. Sorry I'm late. Hey, Moonface. Sorry I'm late. Working to make some extra money. Good for you. Moonface, make that paper exactly. It's 5:17 p.m. in Syria right now. It's Foodie. Hi, Foodie. Hello, hello.
Of everything on the internet people do, people kill cats. And you're gonna hand on me for fucking loving somebody who doesn't love me back? Really? Oh, sorry.
God, she's a terrible drunk.
Of
Foodie, you're a terrible drunk, and that's coming from an alcoholic. Let's rewatch this so we know she's here. Hi.
of everything on the internet people do, people kill cats. And you're gonna hand on me for fucking loving somebody who doesn't love me back? Really? Oh, sorry.
Do you understand, Foodie, how desperate this whole thing makes you look? I know you brag that you have a husband. Well, I have a boyfriend who wouldn't ask me to go to a dangerous place. He would never even think of asking me to go to a war zone. He wouldn't. Your husband hates you. Most people hate you. Anyways, I hope you're having fun over there. I hope it's a good time. Maybe you'll finally lose some weight before you die. Fingers crossed. Anyways, Michael Furberger posted this. We have the best healthcare in the world here. The healthcare. Are you stocked up on Band-Aids over there, Foodie? Are you? You might need them. This is probably Foodie Beauty and Salah right now. Tardy, I've said Chantal and Salah right about now due to lack of fast food. I hate him, but I almost feel bad for him that he's stuck with that woman with no AC, no McDonald's, nothing. Like she's probably making his life hell. Can you imagine the stench? Even though we know he likes smelling K Bella's ham farts, I don't even think men like him can stomach Foodie Beauty smell. It's gotta reek in there. Hold on, I want to see if there's any comments under this lovely Foodie Beauty video. Let's see. Is there? Not that I could see, anyways. Yikes. Foodie, I don't even think you were sober in Kuwait. Yikes. Imagine looking like this. Imagine. She thought she was hot shit in Cuba. She was the fat lady everybody was laughing at. That kind of gives me life. Good morning, Erin. If you didn't know how did she find him? So I want something to happen to Foodie. That way he can get whatever little money she has left. I believe that too. I believe that. Okay, let's see. Bad Seed said if Chantal didn't notify Canada about her adventure in Syria, she will be flagged. The current ISIS situation is the issue. Chantal will be deemed a freedom fighter bride, aka, oh my God. Consequences of not notifying Canada. Delayed or no consular support. By not registering with the Registration of Canadians Abroad Service, the individual may not receive critical updates or assistance from Global Affairs Canada. In emergencies, contacting the 24/7 Emergency Watch and Response Center, there's a phone number, a website, may be the only resource, but support is limited due to the lack of a Canadian diplomatic presence in Syria. Good Lord. If the individual is detained or faces legal issues, Canada's ability to intervene is limited. Past cases, such as Canadians detained in northeast Syria for alleged ISIS links, show that Canada has been slow to repatriate citizens, citing security concerns and logistical challenges. Oh my lord. Better call Salbot? Well, there you go. Foodie, you better call 1877 Cash Cow. Jamie said facts. A friend confirmed this as well with me who lives there. Whoopsie doodles. Gianna said, well, at least Dumb and Dumber are together. Damn. I'd laugh if she was kidnapped and held for ransom. It will be Chantal? Chantal who? Dub Dub said, I said the same. If they were to look into her life, suddenly reverts, travels back and forth in and out of Kuwait, and then flees to Syria, it doesn't look good. Because she once hoped she didn't come across mean soldiers who decide to humiliate her. She wants to hope she doesn't come across mean soldiers who decide to humiliate her just to pass the time. We know certain people find it funny watching her struggle. That's true, because Joe said when she goes to shit somewhere, he's going to pull away and leave in the middle of nowhere. I'd love to know how proud his parents are. My son married a real beauty. Hey, Blue Jays! Who could kidnap her? Crane? Happy Friday. I'm just listening while packing for a beach day. I hope you have so much fun at the beach. Don't forget your sunscreen. Sunscreen and water. All right, Furry Forever said, knowing her luck, she's somehow get out of this, got out of this, but it's sus that all her past travel past 3 years is mostly Kuwait and now Syria. MJ said, I'm sure if she tells the Canadian border officials that all of their questions will be answered if they just watch a few minutes or years of her famous YouTube channel, everything will be peachy and she'll be off to Hardee's in a jiffy. Snowy said it's basically the same in the US, and no matter what, you will probably be interviewed. and your phone searched when you come back. Susan said, did she mention in this dream when someone asked if she bothered to notify the government she was there? Didn't she say almost as an afterthought, oh yeah, I have to do that, or something like that? Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you're wrong. Ay, ay, ay. Her poor mother. That's what I think about too. Like, I don't know. As a mom, like, if something happens to Foodie, Kim's not going to know. Kim's not going to know what the fuck happened. Because Foodie didn't do anything. Notify anybody, nothing. Nothing. And if she gets in trouble over there, it's basically she's screwed, right? I guess she better pray to her God really hard. Fondue Spite Bitch said nobody tells Cutie what to do. Do not travel. Travel advisory level 4. Then there's Foodie right next to a welcome to Syria sign. Queen Lee said Foodie is already on her way back to Canada. She might be. I don't know though. Emil Huckleberry said, I have a family member who once told me, never marry someone until you've seen them truly angry. I thought it was weird advice at the time, but the older I get, the more it makes sense. Foodie Beauty has never really seen Salah truly pissed, but I think she might very soon. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's even things now too. Like I would even say times have changed, people, okay? Times have changed. I would even say you truly don't know somebody until you've like lived with them. I feel like there's been in relationships I was in that who I went on dates with versus who I was sleeping next to were like night and day. Dumb Not Dumber said, I respectfully disagree. He's a scammer and he knows he needs to keep her fat ass alive and making money. I think he's going through pure torture having her in Syria with him. He is for sure seeing what Foodie is really like, but he's going to milk her for all she's worth, in my opinion. I'm sure she has. Agreed. Canada bees incoming. I mean, seriously, how long can she last with limited electricity? Like, she's not going to last with no AC and no fast food. Let's say, for whatever reason, I thought going to Syria, or my family thought sending me to Syria was going to save my life at one point, right? When I was like a complete mess, couldn't find me because I was running the streets like a mess, you know? Anyways, let's say for some reason they sent me to Syria. They wouldn't, but let's say that they did. And I was still in the middle of my addiction. I would have found any way possible to leave the fuck there and go wherever the nearest alcohol place was, okay? I would have crawled my way out, somehow flew my way out, but trust and believe, I would have got my way out of there, okay? Because when we want something bad enough, we find a way. Anyways, I don't think Foodie can last without McDonald's, KFC, Hardee's, all of that. That is her crack. That is her alcohol. That is her heroin. That's everything. How long can Salah go without going to the red room? Now that part, I don't know, because I think he's pretty addicted to that too. He's for sure seeing what Foodie is really like, but he's going to milk her for all she's worth, in my opinion. Huckleberry said, honestly, that's really best case scenario for her, and I hope that's how it plays out. And I will be completely honest, I may have seen one too many true crime shows. Yeah, me too. I had to stop watching true crime and cult stuff because, like, for the longest time, I was stuck in this repetitive cult dream, like that I just barely got out of. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know if you've ever gone through this. Every night I would fall asleep and it was the same dream, just like it was a different scene, but it was the same dream. I knew I was in a cult and I knew I was trying to escape. And sometimes I was at the top of a mountain, sometimes I was in the jungle somewhere. Sometimes I just knew I was in another country, but I couldn't tell you where. Anyways, but it was the same fucking dream. Anyways, I used to watch a lot of that stuff. I used to fall asleep listening to it because I just used to like to fall asleep to somebody talking. But eventually I was stuck in a cult loop. And let me tell you, it wasn't a good time. I mean, I knew eventually somebody was coming out, Or like somebody was coming to get me and I was getting out somehow. But I was always tricked the same way. I was always tricked. Like I thought I was going to help other people, and then somehow I got into the cult. Well, then I couldn't leave. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. Anyways, Kelly said Foodie probably won't be able to live stream or upload too much. She's really fucked herself this time. Love this for you, cutie. In Syria, the hours of electricity people receive vary, but generally it's limited to a few hours per day. With frequent power outages, some areas might receive only 2 to 3 hours of electricity daily, while others experience more frequent, shorter on off cycles. Ay, ay, ay. Rookie said, if I only had select hours of electricity and needed a fan and machine to breathe, how is she using her CPAP? Anyways, Wookie said I needed a fan and machine to breathe to sleep. I'd be doing that and charging my devices during that time. And during the day, it's too hot for her to want to be all covered in hijab to be online. I think this is actually good for her. They said there are ways around that, but she didn't bother learning where she was going. How about buying a power bank for her phone or car charger? Someone mentioned car batteries. There are options, but you also have to plan and charge things when there is power. She's too lazy to plan. Lumpy stench trench. Foodie is her own cult, the cult of pick me bitches. She is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kelly said that's too much work for her. It is. Freya said, it's strange when Foodie Beauty wouldn't go live in the past. We knew she was traveling or sulking. But now it could be anything, and that's so alarming. I can't imagine her family watches her channel or they'd be anxious all the time. They're probably watching now to see if she's alive. Probably like everybody else was looking. Oh, is she approving comments? Is she replying to comments? Okay, she is. She's still alive. Does she have a new wedding ring on? That's not the same one, right? Did she outgrow her other one? I'm going to check it out after the live. Aaron, for the people that's wild, no fridge, AC, and running water is my goal. Next time I ever move. Misty Dawn said it's informative, really puts into perspective just how crazy they are for traveling on that road. Hey, Misty, why is her ring different? Maybe she outgrew it. I didn't even notice it was a different ring until I saw this tweet. Mandy said, who is ignorant, entitled, tone deaf, has two thumbs and zero self preservation? Deb Deb said, did she outgrow another wedding ring? Or was it pawned off? Let's see what people think. Your mommy's emotional support carrot said, mate, I don't think a pawnbroker would accept a Timu ring. Deb Deb said, oh, I thought she said it was made of real gold. Okay, but rule number one, she lies. JM said she has to see all the reacts about how she is disgusting, laughing at the poverty, showing money, giggling like a child when she says, I'm roughing it, guys, because I have been spoiled. Spoiled? I thought she was a food stamp baby. Deb Deb said, this is what baffles me about her. She has no shame nor embarrassment. How on earth she can say we are jealous of her is beyond me. Plus, she can't keep up with the lies she's told. It's so much work to lie because you have to keep remembering what lies you told. It's so much easier just to tell the fucking truth. But she's allergic to the truth. Let's Chat Gaming said, you never realize how hard you are to please till you hit shuffle on your playlist a gajillion times before you land on the right one. Like, damn, bitch, does anything sound good? That's an ad. And I'm not sure why I read it to you, but there you go. Regina said the hands are AI generated. Her real hands are much fatter with much shorter thumbs. Is that AI? I don't know. Oh, wait, look where the thumb is. That almost looks like a hot dog in a glove. Does he have a life insurance policy on Lumpy? We don't know. Would anybody insure her though? Or she'd have to pay a lot, huh? Did she get this new one from a gumball machine at the airport? It kind of looks like this one. Oh wow. 98 per 98.8% positive feedback. Tweetstar has said she is so swollen that you can't even see any size vein on her hands or arms. It's AI. Okay. Well, you know what's sad? When your hands are so fucked up looking, we're like, is it AI? Is it not? I'm gonna have the Oompa Loompa song stuck in my head all day now, thanks to this tweet. What do you get when you guys will tell sweets? Eating as much as an elephant eats. Okay, get out of my head. All right, AI. Still sad that we think it's real because her hands are so fucking huge and swollen. But thank you for telling us. Donna said Chin has been MIA for a day, not unusual, but it's a whole different vibe going missing in Syria than in Canada or even Kuwait. Whole different vibe. Shay MIA, she's still approving comments, probably on her way back to Canada. Bibi said, I'm not being nasty, just a realist, but pretty much all options of Chantal in Syria lead to her death. Do they not? Okay, let's see what the original tweet was. Jangry Scott said, imagine Foodie had been without internet and power since that live cut off yesterday. One of the less horrifying options for the silence, since she'd be sitting sweating without even the fan for like 24 hours. I'm not joking when I say she could die. Kidneys are done for. Debbie's World said, I wonder how badass affects the mind to make you think that all of a sudden the heat, no water, no electricity would be acceptable and livable. I would never live in a place without AC. I've experienced no AC before, and it's horrible, and it's intolerable when it's hot outside. Alice said diabetes makes you way more at risk for heat stroke, too. There are just so many health reasons alone why this was the dumbest thing she could have done. If she makes it out of there alive, it will be insanely lucky, and that's not counting the other dangers. Doesn't she need her CPAP to breathe while she sleeps? How is she sleeping? Is she sleeping? How is she still alive? That she's done roughing it, someone said. Amy said, you're correct. Dehydration is her worst enemy right now. Her kidney issues, uncontrolled diabetes, and liver disease don't do well without proper hydration. She's in danger based on her nationality alone, but add health issues and it becomes scary. She's such a fool. The doll said she's where she belongs. Phoebe said, I'm not being nasty, just a realist, but pretty much all options of Chantal in Syria lead to her death. Do they not? It's true. It just, I guess it's going to be like, which way will she die? That's kind of sad. If she wasn't such a horrible, vile person, I would truly be more worried. But then I remember what she said and done. And then I remember people have still shown her kindness by trying to warn her, trying to get her to see the light, do the right thing. And she doesn't care. She's going to do what she wants to do. So there's no use worrying about her, you know? There's no use. She should be worried, though. You should be worried, Foodie. You should be very, very worried. Meowing for Treat said June 3rd calendar update. It's 3 a.m. in Syria. We aren't hearing from Foodie Beauty today. So just let you know this account does calendars. So we know what she has done every day of the month. If she's been missing, if she was high, where she's been. All right. Lily said, how's the vibe, girl? In the town of Maja in northern rural Dara. If I'm saying any of these wrong, I'm sorry. A young man was unalived after unidentified gunmen stormed his home and opened fire on him after midnight. The attackers' identities remain unknown. Oh my God. Where Salah's family home is, or allegedly is. On July 3rd, at least 19 people, most of them foreigners, were unalived in Syria over the past 24 hours due to explosions, assassinations, and various other incidents. But yeah, totally safe. Good Lord. So again, that's where Salah's family home allegedly is, and we're gonna find out even more stuff. 12 people were unalived within 24 hours in various incidents across several Syrian cities due to the ongoing security chaos, widespread presence of weapons, and the absence of deterrent and accountability measures. Yeah, I guess I just don't understand the vibe. Or maybe I understand it. The vibe is death and murder. Fat Cow said season 3 was shit. Season 4 was brief and a bore. But season 5 is a vibe. Oh, yeah. Fat Cow said it just occurred to me that it would be in very poor taste to record a mukbang in Syria, all things considered. Lola said, couldn't agree more. Bet whoever lives nearby is keeping a close eye on Foodie Beauty. I'm telling you, she made herself the biggest target. If people are supposedly finding it hard to even find food and eat over there, and then there's round ass Foodie Beauty, the size of 3 different countries put together. There's that. She's been flashing cash. I good luck to her. Ugh. PI said some funny, slightly unhinged theories on why Foodie Beauty hasn't gone live since her interrupted car ride heading south down the M5. The abaya took her out. She tripped over her floor length abaya in the heat, fell into a pothole, and is now just a black blur on Google Earth. 2. Wi Fi cut. So did the will to live. The power went out again. The Wi Fi went out again. And she's currently in heat induced what state? Whispering Beezer show to a melted Twinkie. 3 Syrian aunties got her. Local Syrian women, some of the most stunning women on earth, finally looked her up and down and collectively said, La Habibti, she hasn't emotionally recovered. She got stuck to the car seat. It's 112 Fahrenheit and the AC gave out. She hasn't moved because she's physically fused to the vinyl seat with 4 layers of polyester and sodium. The water shortage finally won. She's somewhere clutching an empty bottle of peach Fanta, muttering, Salah, Salah, please, just one ice cube. I swear, I'll go on a Ozempic. Locked in Salah's mystery house. Remember when she said he had a new house he's working on? Yeah, that's code for unfinished concrete oven with no plumbing. She's trapped inside and reconsidering all 42 of her bad decisions. A Syrian stray cat stole her phone. A feral cat she tried to name Beezer ran off with her iPhone. It now has more stable housing and a better camera angle than she ever did. She's editing a rage stream. She's alive, just deep in YouTube, editing a 45-minute rage about how we're all jealous of her and how Syria is so peaceful if you just stay in the car. Or she's just sleeping. In true Foodie Beauty form, she took a nap after her 10-minute live stream and is still asleep 28 hours later, sleeping off 3 shawarmas, 2 liters of soda, and every bad life choice since 2021. Or is she plotting the rebrand? She's not gone. She's planning her comeback. Hijabbed heatstroke queen, my life in the Levant. Coming to Patreon for $9.99 a month with absolutely no refunds. Oh my God, PI, I love you. Angry Ewok said, time to get your shit together, girl. You're embodying tragic quotes. The 3 saddest things are the ill wanting to be well, the poor wanting to be rich, and the constant traveler saying anywhere but here. Oh my God, that's Foodie Beauty. Yeah, it's time to get your shit together. Tara Lisa, just think Salad lost an apartment, a Timu car, a fairly steady income from a sugar mama, and his family allegedly. Now he's in a place with 1 hour of electricity every 4 to 5 hours and an old car. He's come full circle thanks to Foodie Beauty. I'd have some evil plans. I think he does. I think he does. He obviously has bad intentions for her. Enigma said before leaving Kuwait, Chantal cried, saying she can't take living there anymore, and she needs to be in a country where she could speak freely. Ma'am, you fled to Syria. You no longer have the luxury of freedom you had in Canada. You can no longer speak freely. But she's going to try, and that's the crazy thing. She's going to think rules don't apply to her. She can say whatever it is that she wants, and I really don't think she's going to like the consequences of her own behavior. We always said she's going to mouth off to the wrong one day, and that time might be soon. Again, good luck, Foodie Beauty. Oh, people were saying this is Foodie Beauty leaving Syria.
Smartphone.
See, if she was still in Kuwait, I could see this happening, that she'd have to be lifted by like 10 men onto a plane. But she might lose a little bit of weight where she is because she doesn't have the option of McDonald's every 3 hours. Brenda said, or posted this, I ate a donut without sprinkles today, so if you see me looking skinny tomorrow, don't be alarmed. I swear that's what ALR is saying to Foodie Beauty. Good morning, Be Kind. She thinks she could do anything she wants, right, Mrs. C? Does that tattoo on Lumpy's wrist say USDA inspected pork? Yes, it does. Eric said, well, I guess it's safe to say her relationship with Unicity is over, and now she can't help the fellow Kuwaiti people feel as refreshed and energetic as she is after using Unicity. What a shame. I feel for the Kuwaiti people. Okay, so the farms posted this, you guys. Um, it's kind of terrifying. Let's see. This random Twitter confirmed my autism that they were driving south on M5, but added some new to me info that it's a sketchy area where they intersect comms. Not sure if this is true, but is interesting. Were they going to the Jordan border, or was Salah conscripting Foodie to smuggle arms and perfumes in her folds? The latter would have dual purposes. And then it says, yep, and that her stream cut out while live streaming on the M5, a militarized highway used by militias, regime forces, and electronic warfare units. It's not a dead zone. It's not bad Wi Fi. It's intentional signal suppression. Oh my God. They 100% noticed her live streaming from a foreign device and jammed her signal. And if she doesn't appear soon, I would say they got detained. What makes it worse is that this isn't some giant secret. The M5 is infamous. It's been the site of battles, bombings, and tactical standoffs for years. There are entire articles about how controlling the M5 controlling Syria, yet somehow she thought it would be a cute little road trip, like driving to Niagara Falls, but with checkpoints. Oh my gosh, and paramilitary groups. This is honestly probably what she thinks. At 3:58, they passed a convoy of trucks, flatbed with orange tarps. A convoy of that length and uniformity would almost certainly be armed, escorted, or heavily monitored around this time. She says they passed a bunch of guys with guns and are approaching a checkpoint soon. Foreigners passing very close to a stationary uniformed convoy in a militarized zone would instantly raise flags. She's using it to access YouTube, stream videos, and ping foreign IPs from the M5. Here's what the Syrian system sees. A SIM card registered to a foreigner or foreign associated mail, streaming in real time from a sensitive zone immediately adjacent to a stationary military convoy, uploading to a Western platform, YouTube. Yeah, they're gonna think she's a spy or something. Anyway, at the 7:47 mark, the stream starts glitching, a degrading which is typical for signal jamming. Signal jammers don't just turn off a live stream like a switch. They flood the signal with noise, which slowly overwhelms the connection. That's why her stream started to lag, pixelate, glitch, then totally cut off. Please take particular notice that she passed a high convoy of military government vehicles not long before the stream ended. That's what we just read. That's scary as fuck. Prison bees. Yep, Jamie agrees she's already gone. Then who's replying? She's replying to comments. Dub Dub said this sounds so gloomy, but if anything was to happen to her and she did ultimately pass away there, her family wouldn't be able to get to her or have her taken back to Canada. All of this just for a man. Meandering Thought said, and not just any man, a romance scammer that just takes all her money and doesn't give a fuck about her. That part right there. Blue Daisy said, I wonder if the nice men with guns who interrogate her will accept her face card. Meandering Thought said this one. Yep, that's the one. Oh no, Enna said no, this one. You better hope that they like her face card. That they're attracted to really homely women. I don't know. I say this every day. You couldn't pay me to be where she is. He doesn't love you, Foodie. He doesn't even like you. Meandering Thought said, okay, this is interesting. Good luck, Foodie Beauty. They 100% noticed her live streaming from a foreign device and jammed her signal. Kiwi Farms posted about why her last stream first got very pixelated and then cut out. It's weird that she never came back. PI said, Foodie Beauty and Salah really think he's coming to Canada like it's a weekend Airbnb booking. Sweetie, you can't even rent an apartment without getting doxxed. Meanwhile, I've got it on good authority that someone has already contacted Canadian immigration multiple times. And guess what? They were very interested in those pending Kuwaiti charges against the happy couple, interested enough to request copies. And yes, they were sent. I love this. So go ahead, file that sponsorship, book that one-way ticket, fuck around, find out season is open. We would love to see it. Oh, I love this for you, Foodie. I love this. I love this so much. I gotta look in these replies. Your mom's emotional support carrot said there's a very thin chance of Salah ever getting to Canada. He is on several government lists due to previous political posts on social and now has added charges in Kuwait. There is no doubt Chantal is stringing him along, purporting she'll get him there. Mrs. Floopa Booty said, gosh, I hope whoever this is takes a few minutes to inform immigration that Chins went to Syria, because you just know they will try to spin this into claiming refugee status for Scat Love. Lady Droid said, love to see someone doing their worst. Regina said, report me. Do your worst. I don't care. Go. Do it. Okie dokie. Robert said Canada is interested because Chantal was laundering her money through Salah to avoid her taxes and bankruptcies. PI said, from what I gathered, more interested in Salah than Chantal. There's a lot of focus right now on taking in immigrants with any criminal background. So I would think that would raise concern. I would think so too. Daisy said, good job. Ginger said, didn't Salah try to get into Canada twice and was denied both times? Not going to happen. Jester said, when will he realize she's lying to him about getting him to Canada? I don't know, but when he realizes, he's going to be very upset. And I wouldn't want to be Foodie Beauty when that day comes. So this is her replying to comments, or allegedly her, maybe the ghost of Foodie Beauty. Maybe somebody, Foodie Beauty's kidnapper, and they're going to try and demand ransom, but they're going to find out nobody's going to pay it. She says she's just busy, just settling in. She's all right, just busy settling in. XO. Somebody asked her to put their minds at ease by posting a quick update saying you're okay, or click like on any one of your comments. You're in a dangerous part of the world. We worry. We care. God bless and keep you safe from harm. From Tammy. I think she gets off on making people worry. Carrie said everyone can stop worrying. The cockroach has posted. She's not kidnapped or being blocked by Emps. She's just being a rude, nasty asshole as per usual. Yeah, she gets off on everybody worrying and talking about her and wondering if she's alive. Foodie Beauty, I don't know how to break this to you, but I feel like when you pass, you'll get like 3 days of people like talking about you, and then everybody's gonna move on. Like none of this is worth it. I feel so bad for your mom. You're a fucking idiot. You're the person who flashes cash and gets robbed. You're stupid. You're talking about how much poverty there is over there, and you're flashing cash. Fondu said, I cannot imagine this wobbling, entitled, obese woman coming into my resource deprived village, giggling like an idiot with her fake husband saying how they are roughing it and waving fistfuls of cash around. Just a big target, unreal. People said, hey, Salah, come to America. You could definitely get in right now and wouldn't be detained at all. Here's Foodie and her Monopoly money. Emery said, Grifter, her beezers supporting this insane arc. I hope her beezers feel their money is well spent. It is me said, she says, everybody is so nice. It's a war-torn country and people are desperate. I've never seen a dumb person walk the earth. Duchess said that money isn't worth much. Currently, it is $1 or $1 is worth 13,000 Syrian pounds. Honey said, I'm posting it online. She still doesn't get it. No, she doesn't. Mish said she's too fucking ignorant to realize just how disgusting this is. Bertha said, I forgot to tag you, but Bad Seed showed proof that she won't get back into Canada again, and she will be restricted where she can't travel. Last is my thoughts. Said it day we found out live where she was just to be scammed and fake loved, ruined what life she has left. Kitty said, imagine watching your family starve and struggle each day, but then a bumbling, obese foreigner shows up with tons of cash, acting like your struggle is a fun challenge. I know what I would do. Yikes, she's an idiot. Malarkey said, an animal neglecting, culturally ignorant, purposefully offensive and dangerous, gluttonous, lazy, downright imbecile tit who purposely put herself in a war zone for a cheater is missing on social media. If no fucks given paid in cash, I'd own Amazon. I love that. Your mom's emotional support, Kurt said, where is Chantal? Detained by authorities on her way back to Canada, Salah left her in the desert. She melted into a puddle. I just put she melted into a puddle. That's what I picture happening. Oh gosh, this I just posted because I relate to my mind and what it's like versus what comes out of my mouth. Never mind. This was sad to me, and I think you guys just need to hear it. Alex Bishop said she has to know this is not a real person, right? But she answers like it is, making us listen to almost a minute of this nonsense. These Let's Talk videos are always just her stroking her ego. I got secondhand embarrassment just from this clip.
Amber, this is Ease from Jordan in the
Hi, Violet.
Middle East, and yes, you have fans in the Middle East. My question is there an ex of yours that if asked you to patch things up and be back together, that you would say yes to? You don't have to give us the name of that ex. Just answer with yes or no and give us all of the suspense in the world. You're not a failure. Your haters might say it to you or express it over and over again. You're not. You have a YouTube channel that has over 250,000 subscribers, and that is not easy because I've tried to do it myself. I have run a YouTube channel for 7 years, and guess what? I've only 113 subscribers, so I gave up. So this achievement is great. It's huge. You might be thinking, okay, what about my weight? You're still trying. Even if you've tried a gazillion times and failed, as long as you feel like you're trying, then you haven't failed. Again, too much love to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, that was honestly really sweet, and I needed to hear it. As for the X thing, I'm not going to say yes or no.
Hey, Amber. Hope you're doing good.
Wasn't that Chat GPT? I don't know, but she was acting like that was a real person. And I heard that she made up like an Uber driver falling in love with her. And I really think she needs to get out and not go to the bingo hall or the casino. Like, she just needs to breathe fresh air, like more. I don't know. I'm not going to kick her while she's down. Like, you're pretending that AI voice is a real person. Like, you're clearly doing bad. Enigma said, don't compare our country to Syria. There are two totally different countries, two different ways of life, and people that live in it. She acts like it's nothing like a Christian church was just attacked and compares it to America. Her hatred for the West is showing again.
There was recently some attacks on like a church here and stuff like that. But look in the Canada and US, there's a shooting every other day. So I mean, it's not like Syria is an isolated case of there being violence, you know.
To
Jenna.
not be able to stay more.
Yeah.
Stay longer.
I'm pretty resilient. Do you hear the rooster?
Yes. No.
I came here, you're like, there's no water right now. The electric went out the minute.
Free the People said she did. She typed it to herself. Hey, Cypher. Jamie said, remember Foodie said Salah set up payments monthly on her debt? What if that's going to an insurance policy? Hey, Chunky, sorry. I know what we're on about Amber, but I really feel strong about Julia. No, that's okay. Whatever's going on with Big Mac, I care about Julia and how she is. I feel bad that they went out in the AC and left Julia at home to sweat to death, or you know what I mean, in that heat. Like, that sucks. They went out to the AC for a bit, and all she has is a fan, if they even left it on for her. If it even was still working, what if the electricity shut off? Fuck. I hate these people.
that I came in. I sat down and went, and Salah, I could see how stressed he was that it was going to be like too much for me. I was like, you know, welcome to Syria. You wanted to come here. But I'm really like, I don't know. Yeah, it's, you know, this other guy with like a Syrian flag and they were taking pictures. Like,
See, Chachi isn't a car ride kind of a dog. But if the AC went out in the house and I was going somewhere with the AC, I would take her with me. I'm not leaving her to suffer. Like, I'm just not. This is what Amberlynn looks like. This big Bertha right here. Okay. I don't know. I said I wasn't going to kick her while she was down, but this is a choice. Is it not? She looks like a super morbidly obese Minnie Mouse, like breaking free from her Disney image. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm just gonna move on. Just gonna move on. Loretta said Foodie Beauty lied to her supporters from the get-go to get money and donations. I said it from the beginning. She never planned on staying in Canada. She took advantage of her beezers who wanted her to stay in Canada, knowing the whole time she wasn't. How can they not see it? Looking back, everything happened a little too conveniently, right? Foodie Beauty said, post my address. If you have it, post it, post it, post it. If you have it, post it. And then Ariel G comes in and posts the address. Ariel G, Jessica Meska's friend, right? I don't know if they've had a falling out, but I thought they were still friends. And then the next day, it's the reaction channel's fault that Foodie Beauty was mutually evicted and was now going to be living in the woods in the van or whatever, right? Like, and she didn't even really seem that upset. She didn't whatsoever Then she wrote that rescue saying she was leaving the country in a few days. It was an emergency. It would appear this was all part of her plan. Loretta said watching this one mess up her entire life and tank her channel, which is also her livelihood for a man who has been romance scamming her from the get-go, is actually fascinating. She thinks he loves her and can't live without her. The reality is he sees her as his only hope and his only option of getting out of the Middle East and into a country he wants to be in. It's not love. It's not caring or compassion. It is self-serving and disgusting, yet she cannot see it. Actually, I do think she sees it and chooses to stay living in the land of delusion. She is so desperate to have someone love her in that way that she doesn't care that it's fake. She doesn't care that the entire world can tell that it's fake. She will continue to follow him anywhere and fund his life until either she goes broke or he can't fake it anymore and finds himself a different pay pig or gets resolved to the fact he will be in the Middle East the rest of his life. Her taste in jewelry non-existent, just cheap, gaudy, and juvenile. Yes, I'm melting. What a world. She thinks she's a Kardashian AOR. Is Granny here? Hey, Mark. Tuba playing polka dots. This song just feels like you have to play it on 4th of July. I don't know, party in the USA. You just have to. You have to, right? I thought Lisa Manning looked gorgeous right here. She said, Happy Independence Day, girls. It's nice being here in the first world. I just think she's so pretty. Let's see. Meowing for Treats said, Theory. Now that we have proof of life for Foodie Beauty, it's pretty clear that she just loves the attention and to have people care and worry about her. Anyone else would have made a quick community post when they had access to the internet. Yeah, she's disgusting. I don't understand why she even has any people left that care about her. I guess maybe the abusers like to be abused. Maybe they have a kink where they like to be treated less than. Maybe they get off on it too. Maybe they like worrying about somebody because it gives them meaning to their life. I don't know. Anyways, Dan Gray Scott said, I encourage you all to listen to Milk 2 Reacts. Well considered, informed, and balanced take on this current Foodie Beauty arc. Oh, play.
There's because
The no AC makes me laugh so much because she couldn't handle Canada with no AC. But she's going to handle this. This will be fine.
of the power, like so Syria, because you guys know, long history of it's a war-torn country, so they're just starting to rebuild. The U.S. left sanctions on Syria 2 days ago. I know.
Yeah,
Thank you, Yama.
2 days
So
ago.
they're rebuilding their infrastructure, including electricity.
How long does she think that takes? It's a transitional government right now. And isn't the head of that government like an ex-Al-Qaeda member, I think? Might be misremembering. Even if you had a stable, well-funded, well-organized government in place, how long do you think a rebuild of this nature would take? And that's a big if. It's not stable. But yeah, no, it'll be fine soon, guys. It's like she's getting in just before it gets gentrified. Chantal, that's not how that, and that's ignoring like personal safety. But Chantal, have you ever known her to live with discomfort well? And let's say she's got internet for that hour a day. Or
Be kind. Thank you so much for gifting 2 memberships. Doug got one. Welcome to the Breezy Bunch. And Granny's done. Also, welcome to the Breezy Bunch, you guys. Be kind. Thank you. I love you.
whatever. I don't know if the solar power will also run that. They say they can't run the AC on the solar power. How is she going to handle only being able to have attention for an hour a day? Because she comes online as her outlet. It's limited that immediately.
When I first got here, you know, so I was like, there's no water. Like we needed to refill water tank and stuff like that. So it's very different from the West, but it's a different way of life. It's not necessarily worse to me. Like
She does seem to think that this is just a perspective issue. People are horrified that she's come to Syria, and she's going to be loving that. She's going to be living for the reaction of everybody. But she seems to want to present this as, no, you just don't understand Middle Eastern culture. You don't understand. The people here are really nice. I'm sure they are, but they're not the ones controlling the government.
so
Right.
guys, I've been so spoiled my whole life. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I have to rough it, like whatever, you know, like
Rough it. Tell me what you mean by that.
I think it'll be healthy for me, honestly. Like
I don't think she's gonna last very long, one way or another.
because
But she may have fucked herself on getting out, right? So even if tomorrow she decides she's had enough, Canada is the life that she wants to live, right? The land of the free, whatever she was saying before, at least she could speak freely over there, yada yada yada. I don't know if the option of leaving is even happening if she didn't go there the right way, right? There's this whole talk of her being smuggled in or going a different route to where she wouldn't have to pay an extra fee. But then she's gonna have a problem trying to get back into Canada, right? Because she looks suspicious as fuck. She does. She does. Good luck, Foodie Beauty. Buttered Crumpet said, excuse your business. Have I just heard Tracy TX has sung a song and it's like AI? I'm going to need that slid over to my desk. So I'm sorry to do this to you guys because I saw this tweet and I had to help this person out to be traumatized. I'm going to take you on a field trip. I said it's terrifying. Stacey said so cringy. It's terrifying. Okay, hold on. Let me go to this screen. No, don't play it. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so scary. Her one eye just stares at you. All right, can you see my screen? Let's replay it. She's so creepy.
Every time I look at you, I can't believe my eyes. Every word whispered in my ear is a delicate surprise. I will cherish you all my life for making me your loving wife. And when I'm old, my heart will still love you like day one until I die.
Oh, Lord.
In heaven together, our love is forever. Emperor of my soul.
No. We're not listening to it again. I don't know which eye to look at. I need her face to go away. I'm sorry. I had to traumatize you guys too. I still can't believe Foodie Beauty wrote that song for Salah. Thought it was a good idea to sing it. I would have blocked her ass based on that alone. Mean Kitten said, hey, Mean Kitten. From another travel vlogger, they made it sound like you don't pay the fees to avoid the Syria stamp on your passport. Coming the other way, you just get a piece of paper. Thank you, Mean Kitten. I can't believe her eyes either. Is she the one who threatened to unalive herself because Foodie unmodded her? Probably. I mean, it doesn't sound too far-fetched to me. Turley said, I keep having a nagging thought in the back of my head. Their interaction seemed off, or yesterday seemed off. What if after having to leave Kuwait, Dingledorf is planning some sort of revenge? Foodie Beauty is so desperate and dumb, she'd never see it coming. I think when he realizes he's never getting to Canada, something bad will go down. He's been quiet this long. I think there's been a rage of brewing. I mean, could you put up with her for this long? And then think of that, then to find out you're not getting to the place that was your goal to go to. Again, I wouldn't want to be Foodie Beauty in general. I feel like the whole situation is fucked. It really is. It's such a big mess. Like, how do you even get things right again, to be honest? Like, how? She's made such a fucking mess of her life, of her situation. She's burned most bridges. Eeh. This person is not well, by the way, one of her beezers. Teardrop. Love people that never come in here have to be negative. Ceiling, I'm concerned, but some commenting over and over again isn't gonna help. She says, some of you are just repeating yourself. Just let it be, my God. Teardrop said, Chantal has already seen so much. way more than most. She's doing what she desires to do, so just be happy for her. Teardrop, you remind me of the people basically saying MFW is living her life and people should shut up. I saw MFW having seizures not that long ago from her alcoholism, and everybody just saying, oh, just let Katie live how she wants to live. It's killing her. Sometimes people who think they're friends are the worst people in the world, and that's not a friend. A friend is going to tell you what's going to save your life. A friend is going to tell you, hey, if you keep doing that, you're going to go to jail, so you should probably stop. A friend is going to say, hey, you don't need that sixth beer in a day. Why don't you take it easy and quit drinking? Remember what life was like before that? A friend will tell you, hey, you're screwing up so majorly, and I love you, so let's figure this out. Let's figure out how to help you. A friend does not say, oh, just let them live. This is what they desire to do. Teardrop said, Chantal knows the dangers, so just let her be happy. Chantal, so you will not get money from YouTube and your super chats. And then she sent a super chat in there. True love always finds a way. True love doesn't want you to be in the war zone. Teardrop. And then Teardrop also says, handsomest man will protect her. How? Lisa Manning said, someone club me in the head if I get like this. Yikes. All right, I think we need to watch a clip from Alabama Chopstick to get that teardrop thing out of or Tracy out of our brain. I always get Tracy and teardrop confused. They both look insane to me.
And she had Satan smoothie, and she ordered Hardee's. Then she ordered McDonald's, and then she ordered Burger King. She laid down in the bed and made a little bit of a chocolate tsunami right on the sheets. Then she got in the shower, hosed down just a tiny bit, and she had Satan smoothie go smearing all over the wall. She kind of planned on the bed thing, but, blowing up in the shower, she was not prepared for, so she had to take another one. She got on her phone. She called downstairs to room service, and she ordered 4 entrees, a bucket of shrimp, and an order of pork skins, because, And at that point, the Ottoman thrustman that she ordered showed up. The Istanbul stallion, the Turkish teas, Sultan of Seduction. Well, they had a hell of a time. And then Turkish night delivery took off, and she took another shower, and she ordered Hardee's. Then she ordered McDonald's, and then she ordered Burger King.
I'm still stuck on Satan's smoothie. This was the hotel review. By the way, if you are not subscribed to Alabama Chapstick, you should be, because her videos are a good time. It's just fun, and you never know what you're going to hear or see. Piggy said I give Chantal a week, 2 max. I feel like a week is being generous. Poor thing, I don't even think she has this many fans. Imagine having to wear 20 layers with no AC. Couldn't be me. I'm going to be in a bathing suit later. Mean Kitten said, settling in Syria. Wow, she really is a delusional idiot. How do you settle into a war zone? Anyway, she replied multiple times in her comment section. People saying that they're worried about her. Hey, Lily, I'm okay, just busy settling in. She responds to somebody else. I'm okay, smiley face. I'm all right, just busy settling in. XO. Okay. This fish actually is insane, and I feel like you guys need to know what it is. It's a cuttlefish, but I think it's an alien. Look at what it can do. Hold on. That's so freaky yet so cool. All right. Well, that's what I started my morning with, watching a cuttlefish on Twitter. Anyways, I think that's all I have for right now, you guys. I feel like I want to play a song before we go. I just do. I hope everybody has a happy 4th of July. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope it's filled with love and laughter and lots of good food. Please be safe, everybody. Don't be the idiot who blows their hand off, please. Please don't be that person. All right, hold on. I want to share a song, and then we're gonna go enjoy our day. I love you guys. Hold on. It's gonna be Fart Girl Summer. It's a good one. You should play it by your pool today.
Girl summer. Shark, 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 shark girl summer. Where is your husband? Is he in the red room? Making sure to clean in them toilets. Who needs the truth when you can have the fart box of beezers? Money comes easily when you lie so stupidly. Fart, 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 girl summer. Shark, 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 girl summer. Will you make it through? Fart, 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 girl summer. Shark, 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 girl summer. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Bedbound by Christmas. Bedbound by Christmas. Where is your husband? Is he in the red room? Making sure to clean in them toilets. Who needs the truth when you can have the fart box of beezers? Money comes easily when you lie so stupidly. Fart, 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 girl summer. Shark, 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 girl summer. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Get bound by Christmas.
You guys, please go show this video some love. Hold on, I'm gonna share the link in the channel for you. They said that they're gonna have more songs coming out. I'm very, very excited. I think their editing is amazing. The song is a bop. It's the song of the summer. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I want to thank Be Kind for gifting the memberships. Welcome to the new Breezy Bunch members. Lori and Free the People, thank you so much for the super chats. I love you, and I will definitely try the mango mousse. Nick, thank you for being a member for 6 months. It's been 6 amazing months. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If we miss anything Foodie Beauty today, I'll be live again first thing in the morning. Have a great day, great evening wherever you are, and I will see you so soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you, mods.